I have questions, yes I do, I can't keep them quiet, so let's go and try it. You can too, you can too. Hi, I'm Rob from the Hillsborough Library, and I'm here with my little assistant Edwin, and we're going to be doing some experiments, demonstrations, and a story today about a very common element you've got in your life called water. Water has lots of different forms, but the most common one we see it in is liquid. What do we know about water? Should we test that, little Edwin? Wet, huh? So, if you want to come with me, we'll go do some quick demonstrations and learn a little bit about the simple science of the water around you. Come on! In this demonstration, we're going to use water to demonstrate a little bit about equalizing pressure. So what you'll need is a small candle, a small plate or a saucer, an empty cup, and of course, water. The way this works is if you pour a little water into your saucer, we're going to color it with a little bit of food coloring for dramatic effect. We've got our nice red saucer of water here. We're going to put our candle right here in the middle, and then we're going to use a lighter to ignite that. And always be careful, don't do this without adult supervision or adult help using a lighter or match, because flames can be dangerous. So now that we have that candle lit, it's creating heat. You can see the light and it's emitting heat above it. So when I take this jar, and I'm going to lower it slowly over the top, it'll begin to heat that air in the jar. And as it does that, watch what happens. So the candle continued to burn until all the oxygen in the jar was depleted. And as it did that, it was heating the air in the jar, creating a high pressure zone of air on the inside. When the candle went out, the air began to cool down, lowering the pressure. And in order to equalize with the outside air pressure, that low pressure zone sucked up the water into our jar. We'll see this principle at work again when we build a barometer today. Hope you enjoyed that, and you can try it safely at home. Cats Are Liquid by Rebecca Donnelly, illustrated by Misa Saburi. Cats are liquid. Cats fill, cats spill, cats flow downhill. All of those being properties of liquid. Cats tip, cats drip, cats grip, snip, and rip. Cats are liquid, except when they're not. Cats slop, cats plop, cats drizzle, slosh, flop. Cats rain, cats drain. Cats train, aim, and maim. Cats are liquid. What's happened here? They've all melted, except when they're not. Cat spout, cat drought, cat flash flood, drench. Sprout. A cat's not a liquid, except when it is. Roll, crest, ripple, fizz. This is my favorite page because they're going from an area of high density of cats to disperse into an area of lower cat density. Cats are weather, thunder, zap. Cats first snow, blanket, nap. Cats are clouds in the atmosphere. Evaporate, precipitate, disappear. Have you ever tried to wrangle cats? It's even hard for scientists. Are cats a liquid? The end. I hope you're ready for our experiment. This is a fun one today. We're going to create a miniature underwater volcano. An undercano, perhaps. What we're going to do is use this red jar of warm water that's been dyed with food coloring, and we're going to introduce it to this clear jar of cold water. And what should happen is that the high pressure small jar should diffuse into the cold pressure zone in the big jar. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And sometimes there's bubbles that form on the top, so if we go ahead and agitate that, we can clear it up and watch as the color diffuses. Pretty neat, huh? You can turn this into an experiment by trying different temperatures of water. You can try cold water and hot water, or both waters at the same temperature. You can see a difference if the color matters, or you can even try different fluids. You don't have to stick straight to water. Whatever happens, record your results, note the differences, and enjoy this fun experiment. Our last activity today is a craft. We're going to make a tool of measurement called a barometer. It measures air pressure using water. This is very simple to do. You need a pair of glass jars, one wider and one that tapers or narrows as you go. And the reason for that is you want one jar to fit about halfway into the other. So, fill up your wide jar with just plain old room temperature water, about maybe halfway or so, enough so that the middle of your narrow jar is submerged about an inch or an inch and a half in the water. Then color your water to make it easier to see. Go ahead and do a few drops. Always have a good time watching food coloring disperse in water. Swirl that around until we get some color. Excellent. So now we're going to take our narrow jar, place it into the wide jar, and we want to record the area where the water meets. Let's go ahead and we can use a rubber band, some markers. I'm going to start with a rubber band. Put that about the level of the water. Might use a marker. I'm using some permanent markers here to mark above and below that line. That line is going to be our baseline for pressure. Say we're on a very fair day and the weather is nice. Now you can take your barometer and use it to measure the air pressure in different areas of the house or even outdoors at different times of day and different weather. The idea is that when weather is good, we have high air pressure. And that high air pressure pushes down on the water. So the water from the outside jar will get sucked up into the narrow inside jar, lowering the water level, meaning good weather. In bad weather, we have low pressure. And when the outside air is at a low pressure, water will move from the inside jar to the outside jar, pushing up the outside jar's water level. You can use that to get a read on the weather and begin predicting your own weather patterns. Try to go ahead and make your own. I hope you've enjoyed today's Discovery Storytime, and I look forward to seeing you again for more activities, crafts, and science. Thank you for joining me.